Will it ever happen? Will it ever happen, ladies and gentlemen? We have no idea. Like, I'm sure that if you were to watch the past couple of days of this stream that's titled the exact same thing, you would notice that my demeanor is slowly but surely starting to get more and more defeated. So I feel like hope is always its strongest when it's at the end, right? When it's at the end. But at the end of the day, where is my hope? Right? Who knows? Welcome to another edition of Don Mafia Live. Show's about you, baby. Some big news going around in Buffalo Bills country. That is for sure. Are we getting the dude to sign with the Bills today? I'm not even entirely sure. We see some of the regulars in here. Oh, Keith Stewart, Dan the Man, good morning. Good morning to you, brother. Hope all is well. I have been actually editing this video that I'm actually very excited to release here in Dante, same thing. I'm saying the exact same thing here. What was I? Shit. The hell was I talking about? No. I've been editing this video. I'm very excited to release a little later this evening, probably after Bills Mafia happy hour, which is at 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, each and every single day. By the way, let's be real with ourselves. So I'm excited for you guys to see that. And yeah, I mean, my morning's been good. Coffee's going down. Once this is over with, I'm supposed to go meet up with Pops. We're gonna go get some pho. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys fuck around with that Vietnamese noodle dish, but it's next level. Next level. Some of the best energy I need to continue my day. But Keith, good morning, brother. Good morning. Thomas, what's up, bro? Hope the good thing is. Jersey Dolphins was saying, Dan, I was a bit upset. We ended the table early last night when we had so much support. Jersey Dolphins, man. Yeah, I know, man. Listen, my sincerest apologies about that. Richie had a concussion. So Richie was having a very difficult time, like looking at a computer screen for the entire time, and dude was just in pain. If like you noticed, like him continuously going off camera, he just couldn't do it. That, and then TD wasn't there, and then we didn't even have a Patriots representative, so we just wanted to knock it out an hour. Don't worry about that. That's a very rare occurrence. That's a very, very rare occurrence. I still expect you guys to come in and support all the damn time, baby. Bills Mafia, man. We need a really good representation of the AFC's Roundtable. Regardless, I still thought it was a pretty good episode. How it works. D-Hop is playing with my emotions. Dante, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Like I can't even like handle it anymore. I really can't even handle it anymore. Like honestly, like I've still been like refreshing Twitter. I think the biggest thing that has made, well, like not excited, but it's made me want to discuss something other than DeAndre Hopkins. The fact that Josh Allen apparently might be on Madden 24, I am absolutely not happy about that. I'm absolutely not happy about that. We can actually go and share the screen so everyone gets a good idea of what's that looking like. We need to tell everybody at EA, this cannot happen. This cannot happen. Listen, I'm a firm believer of the Madden curse, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a firm believer of the Madden curse. This can't happen. I think Patrick Mahomes is simply just the exception to the rule. Maybe he broke it. But at the end of the day, I am not trying to find out. I am not trying to find out if my boy is going to curse this damn city, because we just can't have it happen. Mike Peace is coming in. Love the show, Dan. Yo, man, I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that, bro. Listen, you know what? Like, since I've been doing this full time, it's been nice that I have like an actual schedule. I have like shows that I'm on a regular basis. So you guys know exactly when to find me, right? It's 11 a.m. EST, Monday through Friday, for just Don Mafia show. 9 times out of 10, this is more like NFL centralized, but I mean, there's a lot talking about. And like Bills content always takes priority over just about everything, especially in my opinion. So this week has been exclusively DeAndre Hopkins, because that's one of the biggest storylines that is circulating around Bills Mafia. But next week, once we figure out where D-Hop goes, the show will probably transition a bit more into the NFL world. So for all of you who just rock with me that aren't even Bills Mafia, still absolutely dope. Still absolutely dope when it comes into it. And so the table was pretty awesome last night. Good, man. I'm definitely glad you enjoyed it. It was still about an hour, right? It was like 45 minutes, 50 minutes. We had my buddy who has been on this show several times, Clay. He runs a Panthers channel. He gave some pretty interesting insight. And so I was giving him shit too, because I mean, like my boy like got on and like I could see it, bro. Like I mean, like I've had happy hour with this guy so many times. I was like, dude, my homie was slugging some IPAs before that. And like, it's not his fault, because I texted him literally 5 minutes before the show even was supposed to start. So we'll see what's up. Like you said, the longer this drags out, the less likely he signs here. It's true, man. It's true. I think I'm slowly but surely starting to accept that. But hey, you know what? I would much rather expect him not to and just be absolutely thrilled if he does. Pez Buff, I saw that, man. Yo, Dan, I got my ticket this morning. I'm super excited, bro. I saw that come in. I'm super excited to meet you. Super excited to be sitting down Monday Night Football, watch that game with you, make it happen. Guys, if any of you guys are interested, like I said, you have until 5 p.m. EST to join us for that Monday Night Football full package. So the AFC's Roundtable is throwing this massive event. There's a private tailgate party with an open bar, food, live show from the AFC's Roundtable, and then you're getting a ticket to Bills and Jets. So Bills and Jets from there, and then you'll be able to sit with myself, TD, Richie, and also Tyson and Patriots Global. Super, super great time. I think that you guys would certainly enjoy it. So say that you're interested, man. Listen, this is your last day to get that final package. If you don't want that final package, say that you don't want that final package, and you can still get the tailgate party, which is going to be on sale until September 10th. But if you're in New York or in the New Jersey area, come see us. Or, of course, if you're Bills Mafia and you're planning on going to that, go buy your ticket today. Go buy your ticket today. Shoot me up if you just make sure you hit me up so that you have any questions about the event. We will hook you up. This is the last day, 5 p.m. EST, last time that you could actually secure a ticket, Monday Night Football opener of the NFL season. I messaged you on Twitter. Yeah, bro, I saw that. I'm going to get back to you here soon. Delusional Patriots fan. Richie should have tried some jiu-jitsu. Yeah, no, it was so funny. Richie apparently was like running one-on-ones with his boy, like wide receiver and like corner, and like apparently his boy just like rocked him. Bean keeps things quiet until deals are done. He definitely does. Jersey Dolphins is saying, oh no, the Madden curse. TD is going to love this. Glenn, Dan, I know you didn't want to hear from me last night. Was scared what I would say about the bum, Josh Allen. Dude, you'd cut off your left arm for Josh Allen to be your quarterback. But no, man, I saw that you're having some difficulties like getting onto the stream. Typically, we post it on our community tab. Worst case scenario, next week, we'll just email you over the link. Yeah, we will email you over the link next time so you have it ready to go. But like we like post the link to join the live stream right before the segment, and it's on Patreon if you're there, but then it's also at the same time, it's on YouTube memberships. So say that you go to our channel and hit that community tab, you'll see all of those links like on AFC's Roundtable, which is pretty sick. I'm not scared. Not scared, Glenn. Bill Willis. So people talk that we don't have money. A quick trade for Oliver for draft picks and a restructure or two frees up plenty to get D-Hop. Yeah, Bill, I mean, that's an excellent take. It really is. If Oliver is off this roster and we get like 10 million or something like that almost automatically, restructure Deion Dawkins, restructure Trey White, we're in good shape. We're in great shape. Maybe it would reverse the curse. Maybe. Well, I mean, I feel like Patrick Mahomes probably did that. Can't be cursed. He's already cursed. The cover won't hurt him. Maybe it'll help him. I don't even know. Hell no, I'm not trying to find out. I'm not trying to roll the dice, you know? Like this year, like just give me a Lombardi. Like, just give me a Lombardi, and then, like, you can put Josh Allen on the cover for every year for the rest of his career. I could care less. Bring on the drought, bro. Bring on another drought from me. Just let me win a Super Bowl, okay? If the Bills win a Super Bowl, dude, I'm fine with us sucking for the next, like, 10 years and, like, being, like, a laughingstock. Just give me one. Looks like Diop was in Toronto saying he loves the cold now. Poking the bear. And so is that factual? Good morning, Dan. Diggs, Diop, and Harris would be sick. You say Tyson's still hiding from the Celtics game 7. No, man, he's and so ironically enough, he actually ended up getting like a really good video editing job. So he's been kicking his ass. So he's been taking a step back as of late. Not sure what he's planning on doing for the season, but luckily we just have like a bunch of people that are willing to sort of cover. Buy the ticket now, and in a few months, people will be happy to PSI 300 for it later. Not really sure what that means. Dan, I hit you up on a message on Twitter concerning a swear filter for here in the AFC East Roundtable. A swear filter. And so I'm fine for the most part. Like, swears really don't bother me as long as it's not egregious. I mean, bro, like, I welcome everybody on this stream, and like, I'm fine with people talking their shit. Like, just like, don't cross the line, right? Like, that's my biggest rule. Like, and don't ask me what the line is. Like, you know what the line is. Like, you can have fun, you can talk your shit, like, you could do whatever. Just like, don't cross the line. I think that it's, it's pretty self-explanatory. D-Hop and Gabe Davis on the outside would be elites. Diggs in the slot. I mean, I'm fine with Diggs staying outside, and I'm even fine with Gabe out of the slot. But honestly, when it comes down into any sort of like slot situation, I feel like Dalton Kincaid is going to be a lot of that. A lot of that. How cool would it be? And so if you win a Super Bowl with Allen on the cover, I mean, it would be cool, but I'm really not even sure. Please hit that like button. DF forever. Absolutely. Listen. Easy way to support the channel. Takes less than a second. Causes zero doll hairs. Support your boy. It's posted in Toronto yesterday. Listen, man, I hope that he's up there. I hope that he was up there just hanging out with some friends, and then he's going down to Buffalo to sign a contract, and that we just get some absolute crazy lifestyle. Man, I swear, like my anxiety goes through the absolute roof. And so I was more concerned about the AFC East Roundtable. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. True facts. He was training there, Dan, in Toronto. Good. Hope that's the case. That probably gives you a pretty good sign of where he wants to go, right? He's trying to really be able to train up and see what the cold is like. Bill Willis is saying trade Oliver and do the restructures. It frees up the cash to get Diop and possibly grab up Miles Jack. Great vet linebacker. Yeah, most definitely. I think that right now, as far as any significant like free agent moves, like I love Miles Jack. I think he would be great for this team. I think he would fit into Sean McDermott's scheme very well. I just have a feeling that like Brandon Beane is already walking on eggshells. Like he's like that like dude that's been like window shopping for the past 2 or 3 days, and he's a super frugal person. And it's he's basically going against everything he believes by making one more free agent move, like one more flash free agent move. So I could really only see one or the other. Really, I think we're in good shape on both departments. I think that adding either of those to the wide receiver room or linebacker room would just be a cherry on top. I'm not as concerned about the linebacker room as many are, because I think that we put in enough Band-Aids, particularly on our defensive line, Poona Ford, that can really sort of help that and alleviate any additional pressure that more people would have. Caleb, what's good? So what Caleb Goodell says, Dalvin Cook either wants to play with Buffalo or the Dolphins. I think Dalvin Cook's going to be a Dolphin, man. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that gets announced today or tomorrow at the very latest. It just makes sense. I feel like that they could really still use a lot. Like they could still use a running back. I think he would fit in their scheme very well. And they need to do whatever it takes to like take pressure like off of damn Tua, right? Because they just ignored their offensive line all season. So you know that they're going to be bringing the house. What you need is a solid running back that's going to make them think twice. Shout out from Hamburg, bro. That was my stomping grounds back in the day. We got Diop was in Toronto yesterday, making his way to Buffalo. Let's hope that's the case, baby. Listen, someone line him up on a pizza tour, a wing tour. Do whatever you can do. Do whatever you can do to get that guy going. What do you think the Bills' record will be if we sign Hopkins and if we don't sign him? I really don't see much of a difference, to be completely honest with you, man. I think the biggest impact that he would make would be in the playoffs, like just having like another weapon by itself. Really, I'm seeing this year Bills' basement floor this year, especially considering how difficult our schedule is. I'm thinking 11-6. That's basement. I'm thinking 11-6 is basement. That's a year where a lot of us are not going to be happy. Best case scenario is 13-4, in my opinion. I really don't think that D-Hop is going to like hand us like 3 or 4 more wins. I think a lot of it is going to have to do with, can McDermott make that adjustment into some of the defensive play calling? Hopefully I see a bit more aggression. I love it. Michael, our resident Browns fan. Miles Jack was incredibly underwhelming last year. Kyle Van Noy is still probably the best option at linebacker, still out there for teams, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, I forgot that he was a free agent. Dude's been a journeyman. He's been a damn journeyman when it comes into it. I think the linebackers coach is actually really into it's Babbage, which is a great last name. Great last name. Fun to say. I think he's really high on Dorian Williams. And then also Dotson. Glenn, trade Von Miller, 34 years old, coming off an ACL, see what you can get. Oh man, I still think he has some stuff in the tank right there. Like, I mean, we definitely wouldn't trade him. We get screwed cap wise. I don't think it would make financial sense, at least. Oh, come on. And so adding Diop is like adding icing on an angel food cake. I want Diop. Me too, brother. Me too, man. Listen, man. I feel like I'm not getting pessimistic. I think I'm just trying to ease my way into disappointment, right? Holy shit, where the hell did that come from? But no, dude. Like, I mean, like that would make our offense very difficult to cover. I mean, I could see us averaging 30 plus points a game. Averaging 30 plus points a game at the end of the day. D-Hop will sign with the Buffalo Bills. Hey, Dan, what do you think is taking so long? It's the fact that he just ended up, signing an agent. So he signed an agent to start everything off. And I think that the agent is probably just trying to make him a bit more paranoid. And his agent's almost like has a leash on him and isn't letting him make any rash decisions. Because you have to think about it. When you sign with an agent, they're also getting a cut or a percentage of whatever contract that you have. So now there are two personalities that are trying to walk away with a payday. Before he signed an agent, a 1-year deal, before he signed with before he signed with a deal, or signed with an agent rather, a 1-year deal was definitely very possible. It was definitely very possible. But now, with an agent, there's no way in hell that they were going to make that happen. There is no way in hell that they were going to make that happen, right? Because they need to get their payday as well. So that was interesting. Bear with me here for a second, guys. Yes, sir. All right. Dre's coming in saying Bills suck. Okay, you tell me you're 12 years old without telling me you're 12 years old. I hope McDermott don't shit the bed. Me too. But I'm actually super optimistic. I guess from like reports I've heard from Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer, what have you, there really hasn't been much of a difference. And so there really hasn't been much of a difference, or it hasn't felt any different as far as like the plays that they're running. I hope that there's a bit of a difference. I hope that we see a bit more aggression from this defense, but he's had experience like being a defensive coordinator. That's how he came up. That's how he got the job in Buffalo with his success over in Carolina. So I'm not seeing a significant drop off. I'm just sincerely hoping that there's at the very least a slight improvement. And so isn't mandatory minicamp this month? I hope Diggs shows up to ease the drama. It's every year, y'all, right? Like it's absolutely every year that this happens. And the media flips out every single time. He doesn't go to voluntary OTAs. He just doesn't go to voluntary OTAs. There's players like that on every single team. He's fine, dude. Trust me. He'll be at voluntary. And so he'll be at mandatory minicamp. In fact, let me confirm the dates here. Bills OTA schedule. I'm pretty sure it's in a couple of weeks. Okay, mandatory minicamp is June 13th through the 15th. So in 12 days, we'll have a good idea. There should be a practice today as well. I'm not sure if media is invited. And then there's also a June 5th through 6th practice, June 8th, and then 13th through 15th. So I really don't see if anybody's going to be at Bills camp. Yeah. I don't think that media is allowed to be there. So we're not going to like really learn anything to start off. And so enjoy last in the division, Jills. Dude, like the reason I never feel bad for you, like each and every single season, like I love Dolphins fans. I really do. Like I have like several like friends that root for that team, but I never feel bad for you when your season ends in a disappointment. It's every single year. But you know what? It's because you do it to yourself. And like I commend you because I'm sure you're a very happy person because you just sit in this consistent state of delusion. What do you think? That the Dolphins are just going to miraculously win the Super Bowl every single year. Dude, it's sad. It's sad, man. I feel bad for you, bro. I just can't wait for you to be disappointed. I really can't. Just taking a few hits of hopium, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Glenn, one of my favorite Dolphins fans, actually. And so I think if D-Hop was going to sign with Buffalo, it would have already been done. I think this is more about money than everyone thinks. It really is, man. Like, I really can't stand, like, when players try coming off with that narrative and they're like, no, man, like, and so I've got my money and I've signed my contracts. I'm good. I truly want to go to a contender. Same shit happened with JJ Watt, right? Like, everyone was like, oh, yeah, he's going to go to the Chiefs. He's going to go to the Bills. And then he signs with the fucking Cardinals. Like, most sorry franchise on earth. But a player doesn't have to go with what the agent says, right? No. Like, I mean, absolutely not. And so you also need to understand that these agents, bro, like, they're attorneys, like, they're lawyers, like, they are trained into negotiation, and then also trying to convince their clients into making the perfect decision. And it's definitely going to be geared toward helping out that specific agent too. So I think that's a piece. And so any other free agents we can go after if we don't get D-Hop, I mean, really nothing that would be worth paying any sort of significant money. I mean, I know that we're like working out a couple of guys that are going to be lucky to make a practice squad or something like that, but I really don't know. Elliot, what's going on, man? How's life? What's up, y'all? Make sure you hit that like button and show the Dan and the channel some love. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. It's free. Takes less than a second. Makes it work. Yannick Ngakoue would definitely be interesting on the opposite end. I'm actually really excited about Shane Ray. He did very well in the CFL. He did well in his first couple of years in the NFL. He seems hungry, seems to want it. And so the D-line coach is absolutely in love with him. So I think that he's going to be a good piece as we wait for Von Miller to come back. Crispy is coming in. Who's your favorite Bills player? Matt Milano. Stud. Dude is slept on. I would say top 3 most slept on players in the NFL is Matt Milano. Incredible. The media wants a Diggs in Minnesota 2.0, but it's not going to happen. Exactly, man. Listen, it's the off season. So, like, you know, ESPN, Fox Sports, like, they're just like chomping at the bit to find a story and get people to actually engage with their content. So they're going to blow up anything. Absolutely anything. Like, I mean, like, why do you think ESPN was talking about Josh Allen's new girlfriend? They have nothing to talk about, so they're trying to get clicks. I mean, I really can't help it out. Let's smash that button to increase the D-Hop likelihood. Dude, listen, I believe in karma. Fins are ass. Cheeks. Todd says that they're cheeks. Michael. And so I don't know if Dolphins fans do it to themselves. I think Tua does it to them. Yeah, I think so. Sup, bro? It's good to see you, homie. And so I ain't so keen on Tua gaining extra weight because that's a double-edged sword. That extra weight will put pressure on weakened bones and weaken the density of said bones. And so are we sure that he put on that much weight, or was he wearing a hoodie, right? Because that's been my thing. Mike, Mike's coming in. Mike Jesman, yo, lunch break gang from Rochester. My guy, dude. Thank you for joining me for lunch break, man. In fact, me and my dad are actually supposed to meet up after this. We're going to go get some Thai food. I'm not really sure how I feel about that or how my bowels are going to feel about that, but oh, man, we'll see what's up. And so I seen we're working on Preston Williams. He's no D-Hop, but and so the couple of times I saw him in Miami, he was pretty impressive. I like his size. He was around 6'4", 6'5", one of the two. So I think that might actually be interesting. But we're pretty stacked at receiver as is. Like, I think that everybody on our current roster, if D-Hop doesn't sign, it's going to be Diggs, Davis. It's going to be Sherfield. It's going to be Hardy. It's going to be Shakir. I'm missing somebody else. It's probably somebody absolutely obvious. It's a morning. This coffee hasn't hit me yet. But he could. Who knows? Glenn, my guy. And so actually I would be more worried. And so if the Bills, if they sign Cook than D-Hop, and because Cook can make Buffalo way more dangerous than D-Hop. Glenn, I'll be honest with you, man. I think that he's almost 100% going to be a Dolphin. I'm pretty sure that he was quoted that he said that he wouldn't want to go to Buffalo because he didn't want to outshine his brother or something. So say that he goes, that would be good. But like, I think that Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott are fine with Damian Harris and James Cook and Latavius Murray. That's just kind of how they are. Like, they really don't make big moves like that, especially in the running back position. I don't think that they value the running back position as much as a lot of teams do. It's just, I don't know. Elliot says, I had Thai with my folks just yesterday. Look at that, dude. Listen, man, I love pho noodles, man. Those pho noodles are fucking smack. They're really good. And so he def put on weight. And so I watched a comparison video on last season Tua and new overweight Tua. And so is it muscle or like, and so was dude just eating his feelings? What was that? And so I get the drunken noodles. You won't regret it. The drunken noodles you get. Interesting. It's pho, dude. It's all about pho. And for the longest time, I thought it was pronounced pho. But then I was corrected by like one of my hippie friends. He's like, it's pho. He's like, why don't you like learn about the culture? I'm like, dude, fuck off. Okay. I didn't know. And so did y'all see Buffalo? On his jacket yesterday? Where? Was it on Instagram? Let's see. So was it on Instagram? Was it on Twitter? Dude, we're all sitting here just being absolute crazy. Okay, let me see if DeAndre Hopkins had Buffalo on his jacket. This is wild. Who the hell? Who the hell would have known? This is what my channel is looking like right now. That B has been trying to get in here for a while. So we talking about. So this was 15 hours ago. So I'm not seeing Buffalo on his jacket. I'm gonna check his story. I mean, it doesn't look like he's trading in Toronto, man. It looks like he's in Houston. Dude, there's so much misinformation going around about what this guy is doing. We didn't even know. And so Tua took classes this offseason to learn to fall properly. Dan, and so did you have to take a lesson to learn how to fall? No. And so I can't say that I made that course. And so wasn't Preston Williams a Dolphins wide receiver when Flo was the coach? He was, and he had a couple of good games. I think it was just against the Buffalo Bills, though. But, I mean, some receivers just do very well against particular teams and defenses. We should trade Diggs for Lamb and sign D-Hop for free. No, dude, I'm good. And so you keep Stephon Diggs on there, man. Like, that's like Josh Allen's number one. It's the one guy that he trusts. It's the one guy that he has the most chemistry with. Like, you don't take that away from Josh Allen, right? Like, that's like your chemistry receiver. You already have that. And so you already have that rapport. And so if you take Diggs away, and so the only receiver that Josh Allen trusts right now is Gabe Davis, because everybody else is new. Everybody else is absolutely new. And it's going to take time, and there's going to be learning curves, and there's going to be like hard times to get these people implemented. It's interesting. I do like CeeDee Lamb a lot, but yeah, most definitely. I would not want Diggs to be traded. There's no way. You need to keep that continuity, at least somebody, right? Because if not, then he needs to rely on a rookie tight end, Gabe Davis, D-Hop, who's never played in this system before. It would take a lot of time for them to get acclimated. So classic big bro line, and besides Jimbo about to break out for us this season, I'm loving it. Faux show. So on his jacket is a small-ass buffalo as part of the design. It would be a clever troll if so. Oh, man. Vu Gaming has been trolling us for quite some time. Let's go through Twitter real fast. See what's going on with his life. Sprint ups to the Buffalo Beat. Smash that like button on your way, y'all. Smash that like button on the way in. Helps out the channel significantly. It takes less than a second. Helps out the channel pretty good. Nick, what's going on, brother? Bills got all the talent they need. So it's up to the play calling right now. Yeah, like I said, I'm afraid that a lot of Bills Mafia is going to have their expectations lowered, or your confidence is going to be struck down if he doesn't go to the Bills. Like I said, man, we're still a good team. We're still a very good team. I still think that we're still very much contenders in the AFC. I don't know. I don't even know, guys. Let's see. Well, guys, listen, this was going to be a short episode for Don Mafia Live today. Like I said, I'm going to go meet up with my dad for lunch. And I will be back at 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. EST for Bills Mafia happy hour. So make sure you like this video, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notifications. Don't miss out. I'll be live a little later today. Hopefully we have some news to report. I feel like that'd be pretty sick. See y'all later.